Hey guys, OGL Bina here, bringing you guys another Showdown live. Today we are hanging out in the RU tier with a pretty fun team that I'm excited to use because of one mod in particular, and that is Bruxish. I think Bruxish is a really cool self-done mod. This mod just absolutely murks things with strong jaw boosted, crunches and psychic fangs. Liquidation knock, which are also very nice coverage, so this thing should be a lot of fun. We also have a sticky web, life orb, galvantula, just to potentially help speed stuff with our Bruxish. We have a Sugarberry Metagross as our rocker. We have a standard Mega Blastoise as spin support. We have an Assault Vest Machamp, just because it pairs pretty nicely with Bruxish offensively. And then we have a Choice Scarf Swallow for speed control. I know that's not a typical set you would see ran, but I felt like it was a pretty cool Scarfer. Might catch some people off guard. It'll also be most other Scarfers in the tier, which is also really cool. So yeah, with that being said, let's see if we can find a game. I think I have my team imported too, which should be nice. Yeah, we do. Awesome. Let's see how many RU games are going right now. Decent amount. So it might be, a little bit of time in between finding actual games, but hopefully we can find them pretty fast. I am really excited to use this Bruxish though. This thing looks like it's going to be an absolute blast to use. It should just be able to click buttons and claim kills versus our opponent's teams. Alright, there we go. So it looks like we have a team where we are going up against Florges, the Uxie, Mega Sceptile, Araquanid, Machamp, and the Golisopod. So what do we want to do here? This is the real question. I kind of want to lead off with my own Galvantula, if I'm being completely honest. He leads off with his Uxie. I'm going to get at my webs simply because I can. And then, because that'll allow me to outspeed literally everything on his team pretty easily. He doesn't really have any viable Scarfers. And the Mega Sceptile will obviously drop a bunch of speed. He goes into Araquanid. I'm going to click Thunder, as we don't take it out, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to Volt Switch. He goes into the Florges. This is completely fine with me though, because this allows me to go into my Blastoise and I get a free spin off right here. So if the Araquanid wants to come in, that's completely fine. I can Dark Pulse it, and then if that doesn't kill it, Rapid Spin. So I am going to go for the Rapid Spin on the Florges, get away those webs, go out into Metagross. He goes for the Defog. That's completely fine. Now part of me, he doesn't switch into this mod very well at all, being completely honest, but I am going to get at my rocks. As he ends up going into the Uxie, I'm going to get a big Toxic off on that thing, just because, I can. He goes for the knockoff, gets away my Shuka. That is completely fine. He's very fast, Uxie. Not very fast, but he has a decent amount of speed, is what I want to say, kind of. And yeah, part of me just wants to throw off a Meteor Mash here. Keeping this thing is healthy, though, is really nice for the Florges. It's nice to outspeed the Machamp and hit it very hard, too. So what I think I'm going to do, and I think I'm going to go Galvantula. So he gets up his rocks. This is totally fine. I'm going to get my webs. He wants to go Florges, I will Volt Switch out. I'll go into my Blastoise, I'll spin again, or I'll go into Metagross to put on some offensive pressure. I think I'm going to go into Metagross to put in some offensive pressure, if I'm being honest. It's probably my best play there, because he's likely to defog away if I have 6 rocks plus webs. Because webs are, really annoying for his Sceptile, which outspeeds the entirety of my team, barring my Scarf Swallow, which is really cool. So we're going to get off the Sticky Web. He's going to go for the Life Orb, for the knockoff. I'm just going to click Bug Buzz. He goes on to the Florges, that's fine. Oop, I almost clicked Sticky Web on accident. We'll click the Volt Switch. We're going to go into Metagross. As he goes for the Defog, so that's fine. We can get up our webs and our rocks again later. I'm just going to go for a Meteor Mash. You can go to Uxie. I think we'll 2-hit KO that. And we can even potentially just get up our rocks on it. Really no drawback, and he doesn't switch into it well otherwise. He goes into the Golisopod. That's fine. Man. Actually took that a lot better than I thought he would. Part of me wishes I just got up my rocks now. We're going to get him up now. He goes for the first impression. He's not going to be able to knock us out, which is nice. And I can save this thing because I can still pivot on the floor just and put on a lot of pressure on my opponent. What I think I'm going to do... Oh man, I really don't have a good pivot into this thing. I suppose I can sack Galv. It's not 100% needed, if I'm being completely honest. We're going to go into our Swallow. And after rocks, Boomburst should be able to pick up the kill on Florges. Not even close. That's actually pretty insane. We're going to click Boomburst again. He won't be able to knock us out in any one. If he wants to go for the defog, we'll be able to knock him out. Cool. So we're going to be able to get off one more Boomburst. I can get up my rocks on the Uxie. I can get up my rocks on the Araquanid. And I can also get up my rocks on the Glyspot. So if we get those up one more time, they should be there to stay, which is obviously great. You can't really go out into the Araquanid. He's going to go Sceptile. I think I just click Boomburst. It's not going to... Oh, we get a crit. That wouldn't have killed otherwise. I do apologize for that. I'm going to put the timer on now because he's probably tilted after that. So he goes into the Glycopod. So I'm going to be real. Machamp's looking pretty useless right here. I don't need to take the first impression. That's what he goes for. And now I think I can kind of just go for a knockoff. I was hoping that would put him into range. He's Assault Vest, which is very interesting. I'm going to go for another knockoff. I don't think Bullet Punch will actually put him in range of the defeatish thing. Oh, I should have clicked it just in case. But, nonetheless, it's all good. Swellow's looking like it kind of just wraps up the game right here. We're going to go into it. I'm going to click Air Slash. She goes for the Jet. That's completely fine. That means no more priority. He can go Uxie. I'll pivot out into Metagross. I'll get up my rocks. He can go Machamp, which screams that he is most definitely Assault Vest. I think I'm still going to click Air Slash, though. And... yeah, I think I'm going to go Metagross here. So he goes for another Bullet Punch. Cool. We should be able to outspeed him right here. Question is, do I need my rocks? Not really. I'm going to go for the Meteor Mash. He's Helmet, so we do go down there. But that's completely fine. After this, I can just lock into Psychic Fangs. So I'm just going to go Swallow. And I'm going to force a KO. Click Boomburst because it doesn't miss. And it will pick up 2-hit KO on literally everything that wants to come in. So that's what he's going to go for. He's going to go into Machamp. Again, this is fine. Bruxish should actually be able to wrap up this game for us, which is pretty cool. Provided Psychic Fang doesn't miss, and it cannot miss, so that should be the game. We're going to go for that Psychic Fang. So he probably shouldn't have went harder into that, even if he thought he lived that hit. He probably should have saved it, because it's the only one that could live a hit. So yeah, we're going to be able to pick up that first game there, which is pretty nice. And let's see if we can find another one. If they do start taking a long time... oh, just kidding. I have to talk about it taking a long time for it to not take a long time at all. So we're going up against a very interesting team right here. Aurora, Swoobat, Binacle, Slurpuff, Glaceon, and Hitmonlee. So, very interesting. very interesting. So he's going to lead off with the Auroras. This is a pretty free knockoff in my opinion. You can't really knock me out with anything, and I can knock off an item as something that wants to come in. Potentially that's Swoobat, which is what I'm thinking might want to come in on my close combat, which is pretty obvious right here, as we do blow this thing away. And even if he does live the hit, we can go for the Bullet Punch the next turn to guarantee knock it out in case he outspeeds us, that kind of thing. Which he should outspeed us if he's, you know, an offensive Auroras. So we're going to go for said knockoff. If he tries to get up his rocks, that's very interesting. Oh, he's a Sash, so I guess that makes a little bit of sense. He knows he's faster when Bullet Punch. Cool. So we're able to knock that guy out. Awesome. Awesome. So if he goes into the Swoobat, that is scary. I'm going to go for a knockoff. So he goes for the Reflect, and it actually... we actually still do a KO there with that nice punch. So that's what we're going to click. He's going to go into Slurpuff and try and set up for game right here. Which is pretty scary, if I'm going to be completely honest. He went Hitmonlee. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to click Close Combat. Oh, he's Curse Hitmonlee. That's interesting. So I'm going to go for another CC. We'll be able to outspeed him with our... well, actually, I don't know if we'll be able to outspeed. Hold on. Swallow Hitmonlee. Then Burden procced. We do outspeed if he's adamant. If he's jolly, We do not. And what about a +1 hit to our Mega Blastoise? After rocks, he has a 35% chance to knock us out. We don't knock him out, especially through light screen. So I think our play here is to go Swallow. And then with light screen up. Jeez, we do nothing with light screen up. With that, we'll go into this. Oh man, we actually don't kill it with this either. So if you went for the knockoff. Ooh, things are looking tough, ladies and gents. He's +1 defense. Let's see how much our Bruxish does. This is a very interesting team, but it's doing a lot. To us, at least. So, Aqua Jet's going to do 19 min, so we should be safe here to go for said Aqua Jet. That's just what we're going to do. Awesome. So we're able to knock that out and stop ourselves from being just completely swept. But now the Slurpuff kind of scares me. Under Reflect, if I'm being completely honest. We'll see though. He goes Glaceon. Which makes me, honestly... This is tough. I feel like I go Galvantula and I get my webs. Oh, he's Celebrate. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We're gonna go for Thunder. He's gonna kill us. And we're gonna go into Metagross here. And we should live any hit this wants to go for. Hidden Power something. We go for the Meteor Mash. We do not knock him out. Are we gonna get swept by a Glaceon? Oh, he was Hidden Power Fire, but then like... Oh, man. So he's gonna be able to knock us out there. Glaceon. Celebrate Glaceon. Oh, man. +1. With our Bruxish, we... No more Reflect, no more Light Screen. Aqua Jet does 19 to 23. He is at 21%, so it is a roll. It's a kill. I think my play here is to go Blastoise and hope I freeze everything after this. So we're able to take that pretty decently. And now he's going to go Slurpuff. We're going to go for an Ice Beam, and hopefully we can put him into range of Aqua Jet. And somehow win with 2 Aqua Jets. I have no real win con here. I think we're going to lose this game, guys. Yeah, especially with the Drain Punch that he's smart. He's probably going to get out of Aqua Jet range. I think we're going to drop this game, which is unfortunate, but, you know, that's the game we won. Let's look back at that one. Yeah, so we are going to go down to the Slurpuff right here. He went for the Play Rough, which was very interesting, because if he missed a bunch of Stone Edges, we could have won there. But, unfortunately, we're going to drop the second game. Let's find another one, see if we can bounce back really quick. As we go up against a very interesting team as well. A little bit more standard than the one we just faced. Got a Milotic, Galvantula, Espeon, Porygon 2, Serena, and Zygarde. I love my Machamp here. It kind of just clicks a button every time it comes in. Zygarde kind of wins versus me, though. So we do have to be careful about that. Now, what do I think he's going to lead? I think the very likely lead on my opponent's part is going to be the Galvantula. I kind of want to lead my Swallow and Break Sash. But we're going to go for a U-turn right here. Kind of just see what our opponent wants to go for. Go for a U-turn. I'm going to go into Machamp. We lose 19% from that, so we absolutely chew it. We're going to go for a knockoff. Pretty no drawback right here. Don't think we'll want to stay in, and nothing really wants to take a knock into a close combat on this team. So we're going to go for the knockoff. We're going to knock off his Life Orb. Interesting. Let's take a little sip of coffee. No, I don't switch into Serena very well at all. Part of me wants to just stay in close combat, but this thing is very important to me breaking P2. So I think I'm going to go Swallow. Being that there's no Life Orb. Oh my gosh, that did so much. We're going to go for a U-turn, expecting the P2 to come back in. This thing is still pretty good versus my team. The Milo comes in. That's completely fine. We're going to hopefully put my opponent in the Vortex right here. I'm going to go for... Yeah, we're going to go for a Volt Switch. If he really wants to stay in, then we'll we'll be alright. So, he's going to go into that. I'm going to click close combat this time. It does pick up pretty much a kill right here. I think close combat and bullet, awesome. He gives me Serena. So, close combat and a bullet punch I think would have killed Espeon if I'm being completely honest. But right here, he can go out into a few different things. He goes out into the Galvantula. So I'm going to go into my Swallow as he gets up his webs. Now that's fine. I get to throw off a big boom burst here. I'm going to go for the U-turn. I'm going to go into my Blastoise and spin these away. Cool. So he gets the burn, which is a bit annoying. We're going to get the rapid spin off as he likely goes for a recover or something of the sorts. It goes on to P2. Which is honestly fine. I'm going to go Machamp. Every time he goes P2, it lets me go Machamp, and it lets me kind of just click close combat and knock something out. I'm pretty sure my Machamp close combat and awesome. He goes for a recover there. I wasn't staying in Aura Sphearing there. Ever, pretty much. Just wasn't a good idea. So he goes Milo. And this is going to be a 2-hit KO right here. I'm going to go for a knockoff in case he wants to pivot out because he thinks he can recover on something else later. So he goes for the recover right there. I guess we can pivot out into Galv. He goes for the Scald there, which is very unfortunate. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch though, because it is pretty free. I'm going to get my webs. Awesome. So he goes Zygarde. That's fine. Kinda. Question mark. I think I'm going to go Swallow here. It's not the most useful member in the world, if I'm being completely honest. I think we go into Blastoise, and I think we click Dark Pulse. Don't expect him to want to stay in here. So here goes Porygon. Again, this is Machamp time, and Machamp under webs is terrifying versus my opponent. Absolutely terrifying. So he gets the crit with Tri-Attack, which is a bit annoying. But I should pretty freely be able to click close combat here, especially now that webs are up. Nothing's going to be able to take this hit. Awesome, he gives me P2. It makes my the rest of my team a lot better. It makes Machamp a lot more expendable, in all honesty. Now, what do I go here? I think I'm going to click knockoff. So he goes for the Thunder. We actually live due to our Assault Vest. We're able to knock off that thing's Focus Sash. And we're going to see if Bullet Punch can pick it off. Just kidding, it can't. Probably should have just went for another knockoff. I forgot that that's resisted. Oops. But right here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Metagross. I'm going to click Earthquake. Because we should be able to outspeed him and the rest of his team at this point. So he goes into Milotic. We're actually going to be able to KO that thing on the switch, which is great. Cool, so down it goes. Boo, boo, doo, doo, doo. Alright. Out comes the Zygarde. We are Shookberry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay and I'm going to click Meteor Mash. We're able to eat that up. Take absolutely nothing. And Meteor Mash that thing to oblivion. It looks like Metagross might be able to clean up the game potentially right here, which is awesome. I'm gonna go for a... Oh, the Shadow Ball just clean knocks us out. I am just kidding. Man. So I think I go Blastoise here, and I think my safest play is just to click Rapid Spin. Awesome. Oh, we get the Oh, we didn't get the Rapid Spin kill. So we're gonna go for Rapid Spin again if he wants to knock us out. Fine. I'm not gonna let him get his webs up. Come on, let me... Oh, he didn't let me get the Rapid Spin kill. Cool. So we're going to go Bruxish, and we're going to let it finish the game off in style. We're going to click Crunch, and we're going to click Crunch one more time on the Espeon, and it will never be able to lift that hit, that's for sure. And we should pick up this game. Awesome. So that is going to be game 2. I'm going to save that one. I still don't know which one I'm going to grab for the thumbnail, so I always like to grab a few of them, and we're going to find another game right here real quick as I take yet another sip of coffee. Well, I need to start doing these so late at night. I gotta get a coffee just to get ready for the freaking the recording, so I'm not yawning and stuff like that the whole time. The way it's looking, we might only grab one more. This might be our last game, depending on how it goes. Just simply because of the fact that it doesn't look like the RU ladder's too poppin' tonight. Cool. So we find a game against a Milotic, Arcanine, Gardevoir, Roserade, Mega Blastoise, and Nidoqueen. Let's turn on the timer. Metagross is looking very nice this game. If I can chip down my Milotic or catch it with a Toxic. Same thing with the Blastoise. Once I chip those down, Metagross is actually very, very nice in this game under webs. What do I want to lead, though? What do I want to lead? I think I kind of want to lead Bruxish and just click a button. My opponent doesn't guard very well against it. Cool. He leads off with Nidoqueen, which is like best case scenario, because I'm just going to click Psychic Fangs. It is unresisted minus Gardevoir in his team, and Gardevoir is going to take a ginormous chunk from that. So I honestly am not too worried about that, if I'm being completely real. Milotic comes out, and we do 95%. I want you guys to see that. We did 95% with that strong jaw boosted Psychic Fangs. That's insane. I've never seen a Milotic take so much from a physical neutral hit in my life. We're gonna click Psychic Fangs one more time, and this annoying Mon is just, you know, not a big deal versus anymore. He gives us a big hit off on the Arcanine, which is awesome. We're gonna 2-hit KO that. He's Intimidate, so I'm going to be able to outspeed. I'm clicking to... Oh, Wild Charge. Was he Scarf? I threw away a good bond. Oh, no, I was too hype about the... He was Life Orb, 317. Are we Adamant? No, we're slower than I thought. Why did I... Oh, 105 is the attack. 92 is the speed. Oops. Well. Oh, well. As they say. Oh, well. Now right here, I think a very likely mon on my opponent's side is going to be the Nidoqueen. I'm going to go out into my Blastoise because it doesn't allow the Milotic to recover. If he goes Roserade, I can pivot out into my Metagross. Same thing with the Gardevoir. And with Blastoise, it's just kind of one of those mons that we have to slowly chip down. So right here, I am going to go for the Ice Beam. Outspeed, he gets up his rocks. I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin really quick right here. Just to keep those rocks away. If I can play without them on my side of the field, that's phenomenal. I don't think he'll go hard into Roserade right here. Doesn't really make too much sense to me. He might sack off something else. Cool. So he goes into a Blastoise. And we get the spin off, which is obviously really good. His only way of hitting me is either Aura Sphere or Dark Pulse, which kind of makes me want to go Machamp and click Close Combat. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Cool. So he goes for the Dark Pulse. And we're going to be able to go for a ginormous close combat here. Nothing on his team wants to really take the hit. I mean, he can go Gardevoir, but I think that and a Bullet Punch might be able to take it out. Let's see. Machamp. Gardevoir. It does not. Not even close. So he sacks off the Nidoqueen. It's a very smart play. That definitely makes sense. And I can go pretty free out into the Gardevoir. However, if he does, I'm going to go into my Metagross. Pretty drawback free, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, if he goes into the Roserade, same deal. You can do that. If he goes into Milotic, I'm not going to let it recover. Yeah, so we're going to go into Metagross right here. We're going to try and get up our rocks. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. That is completely fine. So what I want to do is I kind of want to go for the Earthquake. He goes for the Sleep Powder. That's annoying. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double out into Galvantula because I'm not going to allow that Milotic to come in and recover on me. Awesome. So we do get that play correct. And we're going to be able to Volt Switch for free right here. Just no drawback whatsoever. It does suck having my Metagross asleep. However, we can potentially wake up here soon. Which is obviously great. We're going to go into Swallow right here. And we're going to click Boom Burst. Actually, I wonder how much, Air Slash does. If Air Slash knocks it out from here, I kind of just want to click that. Neither knock it out from here. Oh, he forfeited. All I had to do was click off the screen right there. Awesome, awesome. So, unfortunately, I think that's where I'm going to end off the live tonight. The ladder is really quiet, and it is getting pretty late. So we're going to have a bit of a shorter live today. But Bruxish put in an absolute ton of work this live, especially doing 95% to that Milotic in our last game right there. That was legitimately insane. So if you guys did enjoy, and if you want me to use this team again in another live, let me know, because, you know, this one was really short, and I actually really like this team. So I think I might bring it back here, you know, upcoming in the future, just because of how much I enjoyed using that team in the short time I did, and in the testing before this. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, just so you can catch our videos as they go up every single day. We are shooting for daily uploads right now. And yeah, with that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. Later.